All right. I guess let me use this one instead. Yeah, let's turn that down a little bit. All right, good. We got music going. I guess I'm going to put this on repeat for now. Where's my checklist? Make sure I missed nothing. All right. And don't need that. Don't need that. Right to the stream. Yep. Go from there. I'm gonna skip on the social stream. Chat. Perfect. Oh, you know what? I do like that for that. Okay, we are ready to get going. Well, almost ready. Lights, microphone, ding, 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 check. That's working.
Max 90,265 says, "Heyo.
What's going on? How's your day going? All right. Oh crap, I forgot to call this guy. All right. I gotta remember to call him. All right.
Max 90,265 says, "Not a whole lot. Got an hour to kill at work before I can get out of here."
Well, thanks for killing it with me. Let's go. Isn't that nice working from home? I do really appreciate having that flexibility. Like I decided to play a little bit of Hitman before I got on here. Just 30 minutes, whatever. It's nice to be able to relax. All right. So we are going to continue on making our 1960s Motown soul song. At this point, I'm pretty much refining lyrics, and we're playing in Suno to put the song together and actually get to listen to the vocals.
Max 90,265 says, "Lol, yeah, I can't wait until I can start a private practice and not leave the house anymore."
I'm telling you, there's something nice about not having to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I've always been a homebody, but it's nice, as long as you got a room where you can close the door and be like, okay, when I'm in there, I'm working. When I close the door and I'm outside of it, I'm off of work. You got to have that separation. Thank God, Dad kind of taught us that one. Yeah, but yeah, it's nice. It's nice. You'll get there. All right, let's see where we're at. So I've got, so we kind of went through all this Tuesday. God, today is Thursday. It's one thing what happens when you do work from home, all the days become one. You don't know what day it is anymore. But that's not a bad problem to have. So Tuesday, we started writing this thing with the help of my buddy Claude. I've got a whole set of instructions for him of how we write, what the process of it. So it's pretty straightforward for me at this point, and it's more like fill in the blanks. Um, but if any of you guys are out there and you want to write music and um, and you want to use AI to do it, I highly recommend that as you do it a few times, you refine your process and you take notes along the way. And then, hell, have Claude write the notes for you, or Chat GPT or whatever the heck you use. Um, have them write the notes for you, the instructions on how you like to do your music. And then that way, with Claude at least, I can upload that instruction set to him, and then that way he has it for every single time I write. So it's always the same process. And as we go along, there's little things that I've refined and changed and tweaked. But that's a really good tip for you if you do want to use AI, pretty much for anything, really. Make it use whatever AI you use. Make sure you can give them instructions and save them. Like even if I start a new chat because maybe the chat got too long and it's struggling, or I'm running out of tokens too fast, having those instructions, being able to like open a new window and go, hey Claude, go read the instructions so and so, and then we're gonna write a new song. He's like, okay, cool. He'll read the instructions and you're right back where you left off. So good tip there for anybody wanting to use Claude or any AI for that matter. So we're writing a 1960s Motown soul crossover. I'm going to just go kind of rehash where we left off on Tuesday. So one thing I like to do when I write my songs is I like to build a world. I like to, it's, to me, songwriting is storytelling. Even the simplest pop songs, there is a story in there, and so I like to write. I like to kind of give you the story. I like to flesh out the universe, even if it's pretty small. We're only working in a little space, but having that whole space worked out so you can see the scenery around you. Like, if you were to put yourself in the shoes of whoever's singing the song, or, whoever the song is about, etc., you're inside a world. And if you were in there and you looked around, you would see certain things and colors and, this is in the 60s. So even speaking of colors, people dress a certain way and there's certain ethics and all of that kind of stuff. And that all helps build a song, build a world. And it's probably overkill. You could probably just be like, hey, here's a cool lyric. This is going to be our chorus. Here's a few more lines and boom, you're done. But I find it's richer if you kind of go and build everything else around it and then come back to refine what you have. Anyway, so that's kind of my process. So one thing I like to do is I like to use movies as references. I mean, you could use anything. You could use other songs, which I do get inspiration from songs, but I'm a big fan of movies, even TV shows. I haven't done too many of those, but a good movie that's like in that specific time, that era. So since we're doing 60s, I went to Claude and I'm like, hey, let's get some inspiration from something. So he gives me a list of 20 different movies. We go through them. I pick a few that I like, stuff, of course, that hopefully that you've seen. So that's going to help. In this case, I picked To Kill a Mockingbird, which was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Bonnie and Clyde, so-so. Cool Hand Luke, I was a huge fan of that movie. And these are all kind of 60s. I skipped on Bonnie and Clyde just because I was more in the mood to write something a little bit more that's got a little more oomph to it. Bonnie and Clyde, outlaw, him and his girl are out, pillaging and go out in a blaze of glory. Cool, but it wasn't quite my cup of tea. I want something a little bit more oomph. The 60s, of course, was big civil rights kind of thing, and civil rights as far as black people but women too. Women getting some equality and everything. And that's kind of where I ended up leaning with this thing. So these movies, looking at them and kind of breaking down their structure, this is where AI is such a big help. Breaking down their structure of what is the thing about, not necessarily picking pieces, like scenes or anything from the movie. It's about getting a feel for something specifically, a topic, a situation. things along those lines. And that's where I think To Kill a Mockingbird, and even Cool Hand Luke, um, kind of morphed into this one thing for me, where when we started building this story. And it's about this girl who, wrong side of town, doesn't have any money, and but standing up for herself. So it's a little bit of women's equality in there. There's a little bit of class equality in there, I think, because we do briefly go on, and I don't. Some of this might drop off the wayside, but I like to put in more first and strip away as we go. So we got a little bit of all of that, and it's all about her wanting to become a singer, um, and then stand up for herself. And so that's kind of where we're at. Then we go through all the story stuff. You can kind of see it on screen. This is the short version of it. There's a lot more that we went through with Claude in the beginning, but this kind of gives you the short version. So we go movies, then we kind of go build. I usually build just the song wise. I build intro, verse 1, verse 2, build, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, final chorus, outro. That tends to be my overall structure. It tends to be a little too long, which is fine because I want to shrink it down. Um, and sometimes the structure, will change too. Like I might like verse 2 and be like, hey, that's a great chorus. Let's use that for the chorus instead. So I'll move stuff around, but this gives me like a really good starting point. Then we kind of go through the different pieces of what are we trying to tell. Then with Claude, I go through, once we have those different pieces, those different sections, then we actually write it as a story. So, like sentences, normal story, person does this, or, feeling this, or what have you. And then we keep refining till we get to a point where it's actually lyrics. It's in bar form. I'm not a proper musician, so I'm probably don't have the right terminology for all of this, but it makes sense to me. So we kind of got down to this, 4-bar form. Sometimes it might have a few extra lines in there. We might change it to 3, 2, something. Again, I'm not a musician, so technicalities like that I don't know specifically, but I kind of go with what feels good, and then also using Suno and popping those lyrics in there. I hear what the singer wants to do. If I've got a line that's really long and the singer's having to cram it into, or try to really go fast to cram it into this space that we have based on the other lines, I'll try to adjust that. And so basically my limitations as a non-musician, I really try to figure out what those are based on what Suno gives me. So, yeah, and so that's kind of where we're at. So we've got this nice structure here. We've got an intro, we got verse 1 and 2, we've got a build, we've got a chorus, we got a bridge, and we got a chorus. Chorus, I guess, is the same, but I usually tend to repeat it kind of as our outro, and you want one last sing along hurrah in the song. So this is tends to be kind of my structure. I may move stuff around. We may, if we get a really good chorus, a good sing along, that's something I might break out, right in the beginning in our intro, in our start. Although our intro I'll probably just do as a we'll do an extra intro, like a pre-intro, I guess, if you will, just a instrumental, as far as what we tell Suno we want. I don't know. Feel like I'm getting pretty decent at the prompting and all of that stuff. I really, Max, like for you, I would love to kind of see you like just sit over your shoulder one time if you were to use Suno, how you would structure songs and everything, because you obviously can tell it exactly what you want. Knowing music and having an amazing ear, and obviously also being a very talented musician, which I am not. Darn it. It's what I get for doing graphic arts instead of music, like a Dumbo. Anyway, so this is what we got. I did do a couple of sample tracks in Suno. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to start playing this. We'll play, pause, etc. And I'm going to start refining my lyrics, piece by piece, section by section. I think section 1 was actually sounding pretty decent, but so we're just going to play. We're going to listen to this very repetitively. If we get to a good spot, we might try a few more different songs, different versions. I think this first one that Suno gave us, I did a few, but this was my favorite out of those first like 4 I think we did. And it feels pretty good. The one thing about Suno though is because it takes all the stuff that's already out there. It can sound very repetitive, or not repetitive is the right word. Very generic and familiar because it's basing what it creates off of other people's stuff. So I tend to do, and this will happen probably a little further on down the process when we get the song closer to the lyrics really tight. Is I'll start playing with just little prompt changes and little things, and you might generate 10 different songs, and then all of a sudden there's going to be that one out of those, it might even take 100. I mean, I've done songs where it took me, I don't know, 50 to 100 generations to get to something that really sounded unique and sounded different and cool, and not just kind of generic. So anyway, enough yapping. Let's start playing with the lyrics.
Dead in town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me, diner job, local boy, that's all I'd be. Accept your place.
Roberto Caruso 8381 said hi.
What's going on, Robert? How are you? We're working on a song, so we're gonna hear a lot of music. So I may not be doing a ton of chatting right now, but how's it going? Thanks for stopping by, and hope you enjoy watching a little playing with Suno AI and making some music. All right, let's see, verse 1. I like the intro. It's actually really nice. It sets up our story for us. I don't think I really want to change much there. As far as the actual singing, it flows pretty smooth. We got, first two lines don't rhyme, but the second do. I think it feels good. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl. It says boy because the original lyrics had boy there instead, which we've changed, but that song still has the original. That's all I'll be. Settle and accept your place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. I feel like I want to try to do some more rhyming in there, but I think it's pretty decent. We may leave it as is.
But a song inside. This small life, this dead in town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride.
That's pretty good too. I really like the intro. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with the intro. It's got a good flow to it. You get a little bit of breaks in there, so the music can kind of do its thing. You get a few little notes that I like. That's one thing too, just to say too, if you're going to use Suno, what you'll find too is that depending on how how you play with it and the prompts you give it, and it kind of tends to just take all your words and ram them right into the song, like just let's plow through them. There's no breaks and natural pauses. And you really kind of have to tell it to do that. So far, it's flowing pretty smooth, but we might have to change a few things around because of that. But so if you have I guess my point was that if you have super long lyrics, it's just going to ramble through them really fast, and you never get to breathe, and you pause and wait, what did that say? The lyrics just become these run-on sentences. And I see that with a lot of other writers and people that use Suno. The songs are pretty cool. They sound pretty cool musically, but their lyric structure doesn't come across. It's just blasting through, and it's like, here, I'm going to give you 3 paragraphs worth of stuff in 30 seconds, and then there may be a hint of a chorus, and it's like, well, wait, I need to breathe. I can't keep up with what you're telling me. So that's one thing too that keep in mind if you're using Suno. Anyway, I'll keep going.
Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local boy, that's all I'd be. Settle and accept your place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine. Success is for the ones who are blessed. Stage lights on for girls.
All right, okay. Intro, verse 1. I'm
Max
happy with.
90,265 says, a suggestion for getting better flow is to ask it to have the lyrics more heavily accent the offbeats. I know you have no idea what that means, but hopefully the AI will.
I would hope so. All right, good to know. Good to know. Heavily accent the offbeats. I'll go ahead and just copy what you said there, and we're going to paste it right here. We'll add it to our... See, this is the stuff where I'm so happy you're here, because these are little tips and tricks that I might get lucky and stumble upon here and there, but you know what the heck you're talking about. So we'll see if we can add that to our prompting. All right, so let's see. We are verse 2, I believe. Okay, yeah, verse 2, I was not really that happy with. Story-wise, they said the stage ain't mine. That's fine. Very straightforward. Success is for the ones who are blessed. That doesn't really feel right for this song. Like, blessed as in like you can sing. So are you just a person that likes to sing, but you're not that great at it? So the line doesn't really make sense story-wise to me. Stage lights aren't for girls in hand-me-down dress. That one I like because that's more of, like, if you're rich, you got a better chance at becoming a singer. So I do kind of like where that's heading, but again, I'm not sure that one necessarily applies. Because when I think about the music industry, and I like, if it's some girl in the 60s who's, let's just say she's got a great voice, she's a good singer, the idea is being found by a talent scout, or the kind of the way it was back then, which is different now because we can all post our stuff to social media. But back then, you kind of had to get lucky and be found. It's kind of like finding a winning lottery ticket, and so the idea of her being from, the wrong side of town, if you will, in a hand-me-down dress, I don't mind using that. I think I want to keep that. Success for the ones who are blessed. And I think maybe that's where originally I was going. The ones that are blessed being the ones that are wealthier, that have more opportunity. But the line kind of doesn't seem right as far as the blessed part to me sounds more like you're blessed with a great voice to be able to sing. So it doesn't quite work. So I think I want to definitely change line 2 there. Every note's of freedom they can't suppress. I do like that. Using your voice to get out there, and nothing that anybody can say. Once a song is out there and it catches somebody's attention, nobody cares who the hell you are, what you look like, in general. If you're thinking like old school days, like this would have been played over the radio, it's not like the internet now where you got a picture in front of you. Oh, this is the artist. This is, the only thing you would have is, oh, coming up next, this is, song so-and-so by so-and-so. You don't know, you can make assumptions based on, what their name is or whatever, or how they sound, what color they are, where they're from, or what have you. But you didn't really know. So, somebody could become extremely popular and do an amazing job just based on that. And I think that's kind of where this needs to focus. So we're going to need to figure out how to say that a little bit better. They say the stage ain't mine. I wish I would have just recorded all that and set it to Claude, so he can help me restructure what I'm trying to say. Um, I mean, I think we kind of fundamentally got it there. I'm probably just over explaining it because I'm trying to say it out loud what I'm thinking. Um, so let's see. What the heck can we do? They said the stage ain't mine. Success is for the ones who are blessed. What do we change that to? Let's see. Let's go over to my buddy. And this is one thing I really love about using AI and Claude. Specifically, I don't know, he works really well for me, is I'm able to give him stuff where I can say, look, I'm going to be tell him like, hey, I'm a little stuck in this one, specifically bar 2. I'm going to paste it. He should have this already in his memory, but I'm going to paste it in there anyway, just so he knows directly what I'm talking about. And the nice thing is where I would sit here, you know, like back in the day when I wrote this stuff by hand on a notepad with a pen, and not even a typewriter, no computer or nothing where you can easily edit. Like, I mean, I could sit here and I could obsess about this one line for 2 days before I kind of went, oh wait, okay, this is what I want. Instead, here I can say, hey, this is not working for me. He's going to give me a bunch of options, and it's so much easier to get through here. What's not working for you about success? The rhythm, the word blessed concept. Let me read through what he gave us too. He's probably not giving me concept options, though. It's the concept. Success ain't mean I meant for girls like me, I guess. Okay, that's not bad. He's kind of changing it up. The spotlight's for the ones in fancy dress. Fame is for the rich, not for the rest. They keep the stage for those who pass their test. Okay, that's kind of hinting at it. Success belongs to those who look their best. No, thank you. That's not what I'm going for. The good life's for the wealthy and well-dressed. I kind of like what he's hinting to at 4, but it's not quite there either. It's like there's a whole story in just that one line, and it's not quite there. Like if I'm thinking about this, like as the music goes past, like if I'm watching like a lyric video and now it's going past me, like I would be stuck on that, just looking at it, going like, okay, there's like a whole extra story in there that's kind of taking me out of the lyrics, just going dink, 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 kind of progressing the thought along. So let's see. Let's try option 1, I think is probably a little closer. Okay, now I got too many windows open. Let's go back to my notes. Success ain't meant for girls like me, I guess. Stage lights aren't for girls in hand-me-down dress. I do like the hand-me-down dress. That does sound nice too. The way the singer's doing it comes across very nice. Let's see if we can tweak this. They said the stage ain't mine.
Laura Vaduva 2504 says, hello.
Hello, Laura. How are you? We're doing a little bit of, we're working on our song. Working on lyrics right now. So I'm probably not chatting too much.
Samawoon 7 says, hello bro, my name is Bakino.
What's up, Aquino? How are you? What's going on? Let's stick with it for now. I'm going to come back and refine. One problem I have all the time is I do the same thing when art and painting and stuff. I will obsess about the
Samawoon 7 says, you have kidnapped Aldo Moro.
No, I haven't kidnapped nobody. And just a heads up, I'm kind of focused on working on these lyrics today, so I'm not chatting too much. So I don't want to turn off the text to speech. So use it sparingly, please. Trying to stay on target. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that line there, and then we'll kind of continue on. I was about to say I get stuck in like the tiniest little detail instead of sticking to the big picture, and you kind of slowly got to get down into the details. So let's move on. Singing is my way out of this place. This voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means to me. My voice is gonna carry me someday. All right. Singing is my way out of this place. That definitely goes back. I like it's clean, it's tight. My voice gets stronger every day. Or this voice. How about this girl's voice? This girl's voice gets stronger every day. That's a little better. They don't know what this music means to me. What you doing, buddy? Do you want to say hi? No? Okay. She's out of here. Harley's had enough crap. It gets hot with the stupid lights on and stuff, so she's like, nope, not having it. All right, singing. All right, you know what? They don't know what this music means to me. Let's keep it as is for now. One of the big things, too, is I feel like my chorus really needs some help. Let's check out the bridge. Every person listening is proof I'm here. Every stage I step on is my door. Yeah, okay, we need some help here. They can't silence what God gave me to share. That's a little clunky. Step through freedom's door. Yeah, okay, we got door twice. Every stage I step on. Every person, every stage. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and just grab this. This helps too. Like lots of times if I'll sit here and look at the words on the page and I'll get stuck, but listening to it can definitely help. So let's go ahead and gospel percussion. And Max, I'm going to add in your prompt here, lyrics more heavily accent the offbeats. I'm going to pop that in there too and see what we get. All right, let me get my persona. I've got my girl Norma Ray Black. She's been my singing persona the last. So in Suno, you can set up personas or like a singer. They're still kind of generic. If you hear one song from Suno, you'll probably hear that same voice and plenty more. But you can at least kind of keep the consistency, which is nice. So you set up a persona and it's that same singer. Tends to stick with the same styles and stuff, which is pretty cool. One of these days, they're going to get crazy where, I mean, you can create, a completely unique and custom voice, which will be amazing. Let's go ahead and hit create. Let's see what we get. It's thinking. Oh, don't make me reload the stupid app. There it goes. It's been going a little slow. I forgot what it was. Like, I think there's Suno makes like, I don't know, some stupid number, like 20 million songs a day or something. So I can imagine their servers definitely get bogged down. All right, let's see. I'm going to upvote this one. This was the one we liked. Actually, I had a few more, and then I had, oh, that's right. And then I did a couple by accident out of the gate that didn't have my my persona, my singer, so it came out with like different voices. While we're waiting for the other one to load, we'll listen to this one.
Keep on. You said I'd fade when you walked away. Said I'd be nothing without you to stay. But baby,
I don't mind this.
were wrong. I'm still here and I'm still strong. Thought you were the match that lit my flame. Thought I needed you
Okay, real quick. I was like, wait a minute, these aren't my lyrics. What's going on? So, just for bleeps and giggles, I wanted to show you guys what. You can basically tell, Suno to just write lyrics for you. I did it a little bit different. I said, Claude, hey, do me a favor, based on what we kind of done. This is write your own '60s Motown soul song. And so he gave me, he wrote his own lyrics, and basically he takes, it's kind of a hodgepodge of tons of different '60s songs and like, bits and stuff that are famous that people, of course know. And it kind of shoehorns stuff together, and it does a pretty good job, but it is very generic. And so I kind of wanted to see, I told him like, hey, go ahead and write a song. I'm going to pop it into Suno. And then at the end, we can kind of compare songs and just to see what the difference is between me being a human writer, and AI being an AI, a machine writer, if you will, and just kind of see how it comes out. Does it feel more generic? Is it better than mine? Is mine better than his? Who knows? So anyway, that's what we're listening to. I'm glad I clicked the play button because I totally forgot about that. So I'm gonna keep playing and musically, you know what? I actually like this one a lot. What we could try is we could do a cover of this with my lyrics and just see how it comes out. It may not work because timing wise with the the lyrics and everything may not match up, but it's a pretty good song.
From the sun, but I'll be shining, shining on. I keep on burning, burning bright, even through the darkest night. You couldn't put out my light. I keep on burning, burning, burning. I keep on burning, burning bright. Gonna make it through alright. Watch me rise and watch me fight. I keep on burning. Oh, said I cry and I beg you to come home. Said I couldn't make it on my own, but darling, darling, look at me now, still standing tall. I made a vow. They say a flame needs oxygen to survive, but this heart of mine's got it on supply. You thought you were essential to my soul, but I was whole before you. I'm still whole.
All right, that's pretty good. I gotta say, it's pretty good. That last part, you could kind of tell though, where he's writing this stuff just kind of based on all the stuff he's heard before. He's not like going, oh, we need to shorten up these bars here or anything. So I think that's where hopefully at the end we'll find out or not. And again, mind you, I'm not a musician, so who knows what happens there. But I'm hoping, at least because I feel like I'm a pretty decent lyric writer, that we'll have the advantage there over him. You can kind of feel like it was a little hodgepodge. He didn't quite mesh. Anyway, let me go ahead and we're going to clean out some of the stuff. Let's get rid of that. We're going to save that one. That's his song. Let me close out some of these other ones. Okay, this is Norma. I didn't like these versions, so I'm going to just give them a downvote, a thumbs down, and that'll hide them from our list here. What did that say? Something. Oh my God, it gave us a 7.5 minute song. That should be interesting. A lot of times what it does if you get, this with the amount of lyrics I have, this is probably around a 2.5 to 3 minute song. And sometimes you'll get it'll do like a 7 minute plus song. You're like, what the hell? There's not enough lyrics in there. So it'll do is it'll run through the song, and then you'll get a section where it kind of takes a piece of the song and maybe a couple of lyrics, and it kind of repeats and does its own little thing with it, which is very interesting. Sometimes you get some really interesting stuff. Anyway, we'll start at the top. This is 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's see what we get. Oh, and Max, so I did add your prompt in there for lyrics on the offbeats, accents on the offbeats.
This small life, this dead end town, nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Settle and accept your place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, success ain't meant for girls like me, I guess. Stage lights aren't for girls in hand-me-down dress. Every note's of freedom they can't suppress. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means to me. My voice is gonna carry me someday. You can't cage a voice, can't break my hope, my light. This music carries me. Every person listening is proof I'm here. Every stage I step on is my door. They can't silence what God gave me to share. Step through freedom's door. You can't cage a voice, can't break my hope, my light. This music carries me.
All right, kind of a funky outro. All right, next song. So this is what's gonna play. We'll play through them. There's like 4 new songs, so we'll just play them all. And as we're playing, as it's playing too, you'll see me on the screen. I'm gonna start making little edits to the lyrics.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Settle and accept your place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, success ain't meant for girls like me, I guess. Stage lights aren't for girls in hand-me-down dress. Every note's of freedom they can't suppress. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means to me. My voice is gonna carry someday. You can't cage a voice, can't break my hope, my light. This music carries me. Every person listening is proof I'm here. Every stage I step on is my door. They can't silence what God gave me to share. Step through freedom's door. You can't cage a voice, can't break my hope, my light. This music carries me.
I like the little double clap. That was pretty cute.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts accept your place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, success ain't meant for girls like me, I guess. Stage lights aren't for girls in hand-me-down dress. Every note's a freedom they can't suppress. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means to me. My voice is gonna carry me someday. You can't cage a voice, can't break my hope, my life. This music carries me. Every person listening is poof, I'm here. Every stage I step on is my door. They can't silence what God gave me to show. Step through freedom's door. You can't cage a voice. Hey, can't break my heart. My heart. This music
Oh, this is the 7-minute one. That's why it's not stopping. I'm like, what? This song should be over. So it'll do this sometimes. It's pretty interesting. It'll take pieces and extend the song and do some funny stuff. It's kind of neat that, I mean, I know AI is still a machine, but it does have these moments of creativity. Like if I keep hammering, like I do a new version, create a new generation, then sometimes I think it just gets pissed off that I keep asking it to do it again because I'm not hearing what I want. And it goes, all right, screw you, I'm giving you something completely different. And half the time, those are the ones that are really good. That's kind of weird. I don't want to say the word producing music because I'm not, but in a way, I am a producer telling my musician, which is AI, that's not what I want to hear, or you're not quite hitting the mark. And of course, if I spoke music as a language, it'd probably be a hell of a lot easier. But it's very interesting that it does that sometimes. All right, so I've got a few changes here that I did that I think will help the song out, especially through verse 2. And I think the chorus, I made a couple of little tweaks here. I think the chorus might be a little better. It still feels soft. For me, the chorus, you either got to be like, Rage Against the Machine, killing in the name of, like, bam, like, boom, that's hitting hard. It's either sonically, either both. It's either conceptually and or sonically just blows your mind, and you got to sing along. It really carries the song. And I'm far from what I think it needs to be, but I think it's a little better. So you know what? We do have one more song to listen to that it did on that batch, but I'm going to go ahead and update the lyrics. I'm going to hit paste. And then I'm going to hit create. So it's going to give us, every time you hit create, it gives you 2 new songs. So I'm going to do 2 more. And then we'll listen to our 4th one that we haven't listened to while it's working on those. And again, I'm going to keep, as I do this, I keep doing new generations, listening to them. I'm less worried about the music at this point. I'm already hearing some good stuff in there that I like. I think the second one from that last batch was pretty cool. Had some really good stuff in it. So I'm not deleting anything or anything like that or focusing too much on the music. It's more about me getting the lyrics nailed down and hearing it sung in slightly different ways and slightly different songs. Really helps me kind of refine the lyrics too. So let's play this one and then we'll dive into the next batch.
nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Settle and accept your place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, success ain't meant for girls like me, I guess. Stage lights on for girls in hand-me-down dress. Every note's a freedom they can't suppress. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means to me. My voice is gonna carry me someday. You can't cage a voice, oh, can't break my hope, my hope, my hope, my hope, my life. This music carries me. Every person listening in is proof I'm here. Every stage I step on is my door. They can't silence what God gave me to share. Step through freedom's door. You can't cage a voice, oh, can't break my hope, can't break my hope, my hope, my life. This music carries me.
All right. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm kind of leaning, like as I'm listening to it, like bits and pieces will pop out to me. And I know I always start with this structure, but half the time I end up moving stuff around and I'll pick
Just a
little,
normal guy CL1 says, Brew.
what's up, bro? How are you? Little bits and pieces will stand out to me, and I'm kind of doing that for writing a new chorus. I'm kind of leaning towards nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside, nothing but defiance and pride. Defiance and pride. We'll see how the singer does with that. I think that could be a good chorus, and I'm going to pop that into. We're going to pop that in right after the intro. I'm thinking we'll see how that goes. Just get us, right in. We got the intro, and then get right into the song, and then we'll take a step down again for the verse and verse 2, and then get back to our chorus. I am going to keep my old chorus handy because I think. Let me pop that down here. That might go well in a different spot. I do this stuff all the time when I'm writing like this, where I got it in one spot because that's the way we told the story. But then it's not like I don't like it there, and stuff will move around. One thing with writing lyrics and songs, I don't think you have to be linear. Probably even works a little better if you're not. Let's go. And like I said too, one thing I usually end up doing is chopping stuff out of it because it's just too much. Especially for a song like this where it's a 60s song. It's realistically, 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 on the long end. So chopping a little bit out, I think will help. All right, let's see what we got. Bridge build. Oh, you know what? Okay. Just for bleeps and giggles, this is probably going to make it a little too short, but I think I'm going to take out the bridge.
Max 90,265 says, all right, it's time for me to get out of here and hit the road. I'm still on to play some games tomorrow if you are.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. I can't wait. Well, safe travels, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay. All right, let's get. I'm gonna get rid of my my old chorus and my bridge. They're down here. They're still there. in case I need them, but I think I'm going to see how this goes. So we got intro, chorus, verse 1, verse 2, the build, the chorus. I wonder if I want... let's give it a shot. I'm thinking too much when, I haven't heard the song, so. All right, let's go. Hit the create button. We still got 2 more to listen to too, but let me go ahead and pop those in there and we'll listen to these. These will have some of the changes I did for the lyrics.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance licks my pride. Born into a box they built for me, diner job, local girl, that's all that'll be. Proudly settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means to me. My voice is gonna carry me someday. You can't case this voice, can't break my choice. My hope, my light. This music carries my plight. Every person listening is proof I'm here. Every stage I step on is my door. They can't silence what God gave me to share. Step through freedom's door. You can't cage this voice, can't break my choice. My hope, my light. This music carries my
Interesting. All right, let's skip on that last one. I want to see what the new song structure is, sort of me moving stuff around, if that did anything good for us.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. Nothing but defiance and pride. Defiance and pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Probably settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means this more life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride, nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside, nothing but defiance and pride, defiance and pride. Born into a box they built for me, diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Probably settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess, not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress, singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what busy music means to me. My voice is gonna carry me someday. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside, nothing but defiance and pride, defiance and pride. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside, nothing but defiance and pride, defiance and pride. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside, nothing but defiance and pride, defiance and
All right, let's see. We're getting a little better. I think things are tightening up here. I'm not digging line 3 of this particular set here, so let's see what my buddy Claude has for us. Got it. Line 3 needs work. Let me look at what you have. All right, this is singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what this music means to me. This voice is gonna carry me away. Line options, free plea. Yep, I'm thinking concept wise it's okay. It's okay, but I want to rhyme with day. All right, let's see what he's got. God, I love using this AI. It's such a wonderful tool. I would sit here for hours back in the day, just trying to work my way through and having this, line up as far as, rhythmically with the word rhyming with the word day. And it's just so much easier, even if I don't use exactly what he gives me, which happens a lot, actually. Let me move this over here. There we go. But he'll give me something and it'll give me a spark. I'm like, oh, I can use that, and then tweak it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and copy these and paste them over here so you can see a little better. So this is in the build. I'm trying to replace line 3, which is they don't know what this music means to me. The line's okay, but we're saying a lot of day, away, even place kind of leans more towards an A sound. So I want to change that line. And it's just, it feels a little, a little long-winded, I guess. I mean, it's like a sentence this long. So, but in context compared to the other ones, it feels a little long-winded. So, this is how I'm gonna break away. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. That one, like you can hear, like the syllables kind of working together, like they're lining up pretty well. Singing keeps the darkness at bay. Music is my ticket, come what may. All right, that's not bad either. Let me try just pasting this in here and how it looks compared to. See how that lines up really well with the line above it as far as size-wise, which is going to make it easier for the singer to get a good rhythm in there. This voice is going to have to say, my music is my ticket, come what may. I don't want to use 8 just because I say this voice is already in the previous line. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing there. This voice is going to have to say, this voice is going to carry me away. He's kind of doubling up. I do that sometimes where I'll double up on a line where it's just slightly different. That could work too. But you know what? I think I'm going to go with they can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is going to carry me away. It's a nice, like, 2-line. They back each other up. So let's go with that. Okay. I think we were good there. Intro, verse 1, verse 2. Those are all good. I like those. The build is good. I'm still not sold on my chorus. I'm gonna go ahead and let me pop open Suno here, and I'm just gonna hit the play button so it's playing in the background. I'm gonna try to catch little bits and pieces and just come up with a chorus from scratch. Whatever, hearing the music will help me do that.
This bed in town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. Nothing but defiance and pride. Defiance and pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Probably settle and accept my is dead in town. Born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. Nothing but defiance and pride. Defiance and pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Probably settle and accept my place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They don't know what busy music means to me. My voice is gonna carry me someday. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. Nothing but defiance and pride. Defiance and
All right, let's try another one here. Slide this over. I've got too many windows open. Paste. I think we're getting closer. I really got to figure out a good chorus. That's the one thing I'm really stuck on. But I think maybe, so this one I kind of took bits and pieces and I'm going for a new chorus. You know, for me, a chorus is always, it's either got to be this emotional punch or it's got to be something that you want to sing along to. That's why I'm going to repeat it since it's the chorus. But now I'm thinking maybe based on what I'm listening to, I'm thinking maybe this is my voice, nothing but this voice. I made my choice, nothing but this voice. That fourth one might change a little bit, but I'm more like I'm trying to, and that's why I'm running this through. We'll see how it sounds. Is it catchy? Is it repetitive enough? Is it something that comes across well when it's sung? So we'll see. I just did 2 new ones and we'll see what we come up with. What time we got? 3:15 over here. All right, we'll keep going a little bit. I think we got some pretty decent ones though. Musically too, I'm liking how some of these are sounding. I'm gonna have to go back through it. I'll probably do this after hours after we get off of here. I like to let stuff kind of sit, like once I kind of, my brain and my ears get saturated from hearing stuff over and over and over. Some of the best thing you can do, as an artist too, like sometimes you sit there staring at a painting forever and you're like, you start over analyzing and you're seeing like the little tiniest little detail when you're not looking at the big picture anymore. And I do that, same thing with music. So sometimes if I get to a point where I just feel like I'm just butchering stuff now, I don't want to go too far away from what the original concept was. So we may take a little break here in a bit. Let's play this next song. It's ready to go.
This small life, this dead end town. Born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. maybe settle and accept my place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice, nothing but this voice. I made my choice, nothing but this voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice, nothing but this voice. I made my choice, nothing but this voice. Oh. This is my voice, nothing but this voice. I made my choice, nothing but this voice.
All right, that's not bad. This is where having Suno to play the music for you is just so amazing. It makes such a big difference where just listening to that and hearing it sung out loud, I think what I'm going to go with for the chorus, we will see, it might change. But what I'm leaning towards now is this is my voice, just one girl's voice, nothing but my voice. I made my choice. I don't know about the choice thing. That might change. It's a little bit weird in this, but I'm not sure. We might keep it in there. Anyway, that's what I'm leaning to. I think that'll work good as far as ramping up, for a chorus. You kind of each line ramps up a little higher, and then you come back down and, I made my choice, which I think I might change that line. We might do four lines with voice in it, in the wording. I think that might work good. But let's check out the next one.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me, dine a job, a local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's this dead end town. Born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. Nothing but defiance and pride. Defiance and pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be.
Music, I actually like this one a lot. It's pretty powerful, feeling. Good swinging rhythm in there. Tambourine, I like that. Let's see, we'll try a couple more here. I'm tweaking things. I'm gonna see how well this works. I don't know if it will, but I want the chorus to actually be sung in with backup singers. We'll see if usually if you put like certain words in parentheses, that should indicate, hey, I want this to be sung by, multiple people at the same time. We'll see if Suno picks up on that, because I think that might really work and make the chorus come together. We'll see. We'll see. This is what's really fun about doing this. As a lyric writer for all my life, I never got to hear my stuff actually come to life because I didn't have music friends. Musicians that were friends, and I couldn't go like, hey, can you sing this out loud to see what it sounds like? I mean, I could sing myself, but I'm not a singer, So to be able to have this come to life like this is really, really fun and amazing as a creative person, it's really, really fun. So let's see what we get. I think we're going to do these two. We'll see what we get. And then I think we're going to probably get off here. Oh, one of them's ready. All right, we'll see. Knowing me, I always say that next, it's like 2 hours later because I did 20 more versions and 20 revisions and everything else. But let's play this one and see what we get, and we'll take it from there.
This small life, this dead end town. Born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice, nothing but my voice, nothing but my voice. This is my only voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice, nothing but my voice, nothing but my voice. This is my only This is my voice, nothing but my voice, but my voice. This is my only voice. This small life, this dead end town.
All right, these aren't too bad. I think we're getting a little closer with the chorus. I'm tweaking it a little bit. The nothing but sounds a little weird, like the but, and then there's a pause, and then she says voice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tweak a little bit. So it's going to be, this is my voice, it's my only, and that's the chorus. And then she says voice, nothing, and then she says but my voice. I think that might work. We might have to get rid of the but part entirely. That sounds weird to say. We might have to get rid of but entirely. It's just a harsh pause if you're not singing the whole thing as one. Which brings up a good point. I wonder if we do nothing but my voice is a, them all harmonizing together. Let's try that. I think that might be the answer we're looking for. So let me go ahead and copy paste. Otherwise, I think this is actually starting to feel pretty darn good. We still have a little bit of work to do, and musically, like these two were off a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and hit create here, and then we'll listen to the second one that we didn't listen to yet. But they're a little bit off. They're not flowing all that well. I think we had ones that did a little better flow wise. I might go back to those, and after hours, I'll sit there with the iPad and headphones in, and I'll just kind of go through all of these and start going like, okay, musically that sounds pretty cool. Because what you can do is you can do a cover. So you tag that one, you give it a thumbs up, and then you do cover this song with obviously the new lyrics and everything. So it'll give you a new variation thereof, and sometimes that's the best way to get really good stuff and unique stuff. So let's go. I'm going to hit play and we'll see where we're at. Let me get the lyrics up here too.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but this song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me, diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess, not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice, nothing but my voice, nothing but my voice. This is my only voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice, nothing but my voice, but my voice. This is my only voice.
All right, we'll pause there. Let's try the new one with the slight tweaks to it. It's getting better. It's tightening up, and it's it's got some sing-along ability. That's not really a word or a phrase, but sing-along ability. I think I like that, sing-along ability. We might have to make a song out of sing-along ability. All right, let me write that down. That's kind of fun. Sing along ability. That's a nice little tongue twister. Sing along ability. All right, let's play the next two, and then I think I'm probably going to call it a day.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into accept my place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice. It's my only voice. Nothing but my voice. This is my only voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice. It's my only voice. Nothing but my voice. This is my only voice.
Okay, not terrible. All right, here's your second option.
This small life, this dead-end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice. It's my only voice. But not my voice. This is my only voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice. It's my only. It's my only. This is my only This is my voice. It's my it's my This is my only voice.
All right. I'm gonna do one more. I know we got two more songs to listen to, but I think we're getting close. The "This Is My Voice" is feeling really good. I'm gonna go ahead and create two more, so we got four to listen to, and then we'll call it. I know I'll say that all day long. You should see me at nighttime when it's like bedtime. Get to bed, got the headphones on, got the iPad in front of me, and I'm just sitting there going through and through. Oh, let me try one more. This might make it better. Or tweak this lyric a little bit. And next thing you know, I'm like looking at the clock and it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, oh, what am I doing? gotta get to sleep. But it's so much fun to be able to do this and create. All right, let's go next two. Oh, and just to mention too, I am starting to listen to musically. I think our lyrics are getting pretty close, so now I'm starting to pay attention to musically what Suno is doing too. Is there a track that I really like? Does does it flow well? Am I getting the right sound, etc.? And I'll probably go through some of the old ones here just to see if there's something that I do like a spark of and do a cover version of that.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me, diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's a voice you can't suppress. This is my voice, it's my only voice. Nothing but my voice. This is my only voice. Singing is no way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice, my only voice. This is my
Wow.
This is my voice, my only voice. This is my only voice.
All right.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me.
All right, that one's not flowing good at all. So we're going to skip right past that one. Let's check out this next one.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me, diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice, it's my only voice. Nothing but my voice.
cool. Let's try the next one.
This small life, this dead-end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside.
Okay, it does not like that section.
My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me, dying a job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess, not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice. It's my only voice. Nothing but my voice. This is my only voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice. It's my only voice. Nothing but my voice. It's my only voice. Nothing but my voice. This is my only voice.
All right, let's try. Of course, after I said I'm trying to get off here, I generated 2 more songs because no, you can't ever stop. I'm also trying to figure out what am I going to call this. Songs, you're going to have multiple songs with the same titles. I try to be unique and find something that isn't there. Like I think I just Googled My Only Voice. That looks like somebody else did a song too, but so we might figure out something else. But let's check out 2 more, and then I got to get off here because I got some other stuff I got to do. Let's see.
This small life, this dead-end town, bored with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me, diner, job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess, not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's
Okay, I changed some of the prompts, so now it's not sounding very 60s-ish. I went alternative pop just to see if we could get a little tweak on the sound, because Suno does tend to be like, really stick to something once it's kind of going. So I might have to change that back. I'm not sure that's working quite right, but it's an interesting sound.
voice you can't suppress. This is my voice. This is my voice. Nothing but my voice.
Yeah, that's not working. It's a fun little, divergence though.
This small life, this dead-end town, born with nothing but this voice, nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice.
Okay, I'm not digging where that's going, but I did just have a little. This has been kind of bugging me. Verse 2, the fourth line. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. The suppress just kind of feels weird. I think I want to try another one where it's arrest. I think that fits a little better. 60s and stuff wise. Let's try. Let me go grab my prompts here. Let's try this one. It's a little simpler too. Boop. All right, we're going to create 2 more. See, I can't stop. It's so much fun just to keep going and playing. Even though those 2 did not work at all, it was still fun to give it a try. All right, while these 2 are loading, I'm going to skip through some of these because I did remember seeing something, hearing something that I kind of liked. I'm going to see if I can find that, and maybe we'll do a cover song with the updated lyrics. Oh, yeah.
This small life. Ooh, yeah. This small life. This dead end town. Born with nothing but this voice. Nothing but.
All right, I didn't like this one. A little too much, doo-wop, I guess, in the beginning there.
This small life, this dead end town. Born with nothing but this voice. Nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be.
I like the
Settle
build-up on
and
this one.
accept your place. But honey, I was born.
That one, I remember, I like the buildup of that one. Like if we take out the little, the little intro stuff, the voice stuff, which Suno does that all the time. It drives me nuts because it's like, let me hear the music, let me get the intro of the music. And there's some nice piano in there and stuff. That one I could see using. So I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead and gave that a thumbs up. Let's see the 2 new tracks. And then for real, I got to get off of here.
This small life, this dead end town. Born with nothing but this voice. And nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place. But honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine. Not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice. This is my voice. Nothing but my voice. This is my only voice.
Okay, I lied. I'm doing two more. I'm playing with the chorus, so like I've especially with me changing the suppress to arrest. I like the idea of throwing the line of choice. This is my voice. This is my choice. Nothing but my choice. This is my only voice. I really like where that's going, especially for like a '60s song where this was all about fighting the establishment and fighting for rights and everything. So that's feeling nice. It's got some really nice undertones to it. Okay, let's check out just to see musically what the other one was like. Let's check that out while the others load. And then I swear to God, after these two, we're getting up there. Maybe.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner, job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my plates, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't suppress. This is my voice. This is my voice. Nothing.
All right, that one's okay. Musically, it's kind of generic. But I really want to hear the new lyrics. That's what I'm excited for. So let's check it out. This is with the updated, slightly updated lyrics.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner, job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't arrest. This is my voice. This is my choice. Nothing but my choice. This is my only voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away.
Rosalie Brown says, Cleon.
Hello.
This is my choice. Nothing but my choice. This is my only voice. This is my voice. This is my voice. Start my choice. Nothing but my choice. This is my voice.
All right, that's not bad. All right, we got one more. We're listening to this last one, then I gotta get off here. I'll keep going.
This small life, this dead end town, born with nothing but this voice,
Rosalie
and
Brown
nothing but a
says, do you remember
song
me? I
inside.
was in You Like Stream a couple of weeks
My
ago.
defiance
I think so. It's been a little while. I got I got super busy and then I got sick, so it's been a little while. But I think I remember talking to you. How's it going? You all good? I was down with that stupid flu and really took me out of the game for a good solid week and a half. I'm still feeling it a little bit, but I got my energy back, so that's a good thing. So, um, you're kind of getting here at the end of the stream. I'm working on a brand new song. I'll give you the quick updates. So basically, my buddy Casey over on TikTok, he put out a challenge to make a song that is 1960s Motown, like a Motown soul crossover kind of thing. So that's what I'm working on, and so I've been working on the lyrics. Started on Tuesday, and I think we're really close to nailing our lyrics, close to 100%. And so now I'm just doing. I put my lyrics into Suno, and created a bunch of songs, and this one's it's starting to feel pretty good. But let me finish playing this one, and then I'm going to get off of here. And then I know in me, I'm going to play with this thing for the next few days, and just keep generating new versions and stuff, and then we'll see what happens. This will be I'll get this like tightened up and 100% nailed down, and then I'll play it on Casey's radio show on Sunday. So if you're on TikTok, you can find it over there. But otherwise, I will publish this song on the following Friday. So I'll post it to my YouTube and everything else, so you get to see the final version. So let's finish playing this thing, and then I got to get off here because I keep saying I'm gonna get done, and I keep making new songs. So let's see how this one finishes.
Lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all.
You know what? Let's try it from the beginning. I totally forgot how the beginning was. All right, we'll give it one more run through here. We'll see what you think. We'll pop up the lyrics.
This small life, this dead end town. Born with nothing but this voice, and nothing but a song inside. My defiance lifts my pride. Born into a box they built for me. Diner job, local girl, that's all I'll be. Maybe settle and accept my place, but honey, I was born to claim my name. They said the stage ain't mine, not meant for girls like me, I guess. Not for girls in hand-me-down dress. Well, this girl's voice you can't erase. This is my voice. This is my choice. Nothing but my choice. This is my only voice. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. They can't understand, but that's okay. This voice is gonna carry me away. This is my voice. This is my choice. Nothing but my choice. This is my only This is my voice. This is my choice. Nothing but my choice. This is my only
Whoa! All right, that wasn't too bad. A little bit of wonkiness here and there, singing wise. It's just not flowing perfectly. I'm pretty happy with where the lyrics are. I think one spot I might tweak a little bit is the build. Singing is my way out of this place. This girl's voice gets stronger every day. It's a little long-winded, but I don't know. We'll see. I might generate the next song and it'll just fit perfectly. And the only other spot that I'm kind of up in the air on too is the intro, is the fourth line of the intro, where my defiance lifts my pride. Um, it feels a little short compared to the other lines in the intro. And I'm not sure about the lifts. I think my defiance is my pride feels a little better to me. But I haven't noted there in italicized that I might change it to that. But I think we got really, really good work done today. And we got a song that's pretty darn close, it's, at least lyrically. I'll play with generating more versions in Suno. Honestly, I want to keep generating more because I think we're getting really close and it's feeling good. Like everything's kind of coming together and feeling tight. But I do got to get off here. I got some other work I got to jump on. And then before I call it a day, it's 4 o'clock over here. So it's getting close to end of day time for me. But I know me. Because this is getting exciting now, because the song is feeling good and feeling tight, and the lyrics are getting really good. I'm sure I'll be in bed with the iPad and the headphones on, and I will generate probably about 50 versions of this tonight. Do little tweaks, little changes, little prompts and stuff to kind of get it to go to where I want it to be in Suno, and just kind of really dial it in. And so hopefully I'll have this thing wrapped up here in the next couple of days. And then, like I said, I'm going to play this on TikTok. My buddy Casey does a radio for AI generated music on Sunday nights, and this is part of his challenge. And so I'll get it. I'll play it live there, and then short of something happening, unless I have some tweaks to make. Which I don't think we will, but I think we'll have it wrapped up enough where I will actually publish this next week. And keep an eye on my socials on here on YouTube too. I usually post a full lyric video, and I'll also let you know like what the final name of the song is, and final name of the song. It'll be on all the music sites. So if you like Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you want, it'll be posted there. Published next. It'll be available next Friday. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out. It was great to see you, Rosalie. Come back next time. I'm usually on a little. I get on here at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is 2 o'clock my time, which is Mountain. I'm in Arizona. Pacific is 1 hour earlier. I don't know. Just 4 p.m. Eastern. Take that and adjust it for your time zone. Otherwise, I'm going to get confused and confuse you guys. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you like the song so far, and keep an eye out for the final version. All right. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next stream on Tuesday. Otherwise, keep checking back for new Bello Bear, of course, every single day. All right. See you guys. Bye.